Yo, what is it? You already know what it is, man. This is your man, Levon. Welcome back to my channel, Levon Says, where our goal is to love you, motivate you, inspire you, uplift you, learn with you, laugh with you, encourage you, and enlighten you. You dig? And so on this So Thankful Thursday, we're going to continue with our series dealing with kindness, right? We're doing a 4-part series on kindness, right? And so today we're going to go over part 2, and in focusing on kindness, we're going to be talking about helpfulness, right? Helpfulness. Part 1, we covered gentleness. So in today's part 2 section, we're going to be talking about helpfulness. You did? But before we do that, like this video, share this video on all your platforms, subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Hit that red button. And also hit the bell notification so you're always notified whenever I upload content, because I upload content daily. You dig? All right, now let's get into this. So real quick, I'm just going to give a, probably a real quick synopsis of where we started from in part 1, and then we're going to go right into part 2. You dig? All right. So in talking about helpfulness, right, we're talking about serving others, having a servant's heart, a serving attitude, right? Because this is what we're supposed to do. We're called to serve one another, to serve each other in love, right? So when it comes to helpfulness, helping people, having a desire to lend a helping hand, getting your hands dirty, not just talking about it, but being about it. All these cliches that we hear all the time, right? We're dealing with helpfulness. But did you know that helpfulness is one of the gifts of the Spirit? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Being a helpful person is a gift, right? Because it takes a certain kind of individual, it takes a certain kind of, attitude, a certain kind of thought process, right? To want to help people, to want to lend a helping hand. It really takes a special person to do that, right? And so again, we're talking about helpfulness, where kindness is concerned. We're talking about helpfulness, right? Serving others. So the first thing I want to cover where helpfulness is concerned is meeting the needs at the moment, right? Whatever that need may be at the moment, our attitude is one that we want to meet that need for the moment. Maybe at that particular time, right at the particular time, there's some work needs to be done, right? So rather than being lazy and passing the buck or whatever, a person that has the gift of help, or they have an attitude of helpfulness, they want to get in there and do the work. Hey, let's get it done. Let's knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Many hands make light work. You did? So if we get in there and we get it done, then that's more time we can do other things, right? So a person that likes to help, they like to get in and get their hands there, not afraid to put in the work. You did? To find out what's needed. Another thing that you may want to meet in that moment, right? Someone may be struggling, some may be having a hard time, and you recognize it, right? So you're that listening ear. You decide that the way I can help them is be a listening ear. I can listen to them. I can ask the Holy Spirit to give me insight so I can hear what the root cause is, right? And then ask God to give me an answer. Maybe I have some advice. Maybe, whatever they share, I've been through, or I have some kind of insight. And even if I don't have any insight and I don't have any firsthand experience knowledge, right? A lot of times people just need a listening ear. They need to know that someone cares enough to hear what they have to say. Whether it's a complaint, you know, they're venting, whether they're excited, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times things happen in the moment that's very exciting, and it's like, you know, a person is they on cloud nine and they want you to celebrate and be excited with them. But for whatever reasons, we got things going on in our life, we're distracted, and then we can't celebrate. We can't rejoice with those who rejoice. But that's not what God tells us to do, especially if our attitude is one of help and we have a servant's heart, right? Then we're going to be able to rejoice with those that rejoice. We're going to be able to show support. We're going to be able to be that listening ear for the person that needs to talk and needs to be heard, right? So, you know, meeting the need at the moment. That's one. Another thing is, kindness. Let me see. I'm trying to put this in a way to not make it sound like all inclusive, right? But people that are kind-hearted, they tend to have a streak of curiosity. Now, this is just my own assessment, right? This is not scripture or anything like that. This is just my 54 years of living and experience. I've come to understand that people that are kind-hearted and kind-hearted people, they have a streak of curiosity in them. They're curious about things, right? This is what kind of drives their kindness. They want to know what's going on. They want to know what you need help in what areas. They want to know, you know, how they can serve you because they're curious. They have a curiosity, you know, about them. What can they do to lend a helping hand, right? What can they do to lighten the load, right? Like I said before, many hands make the work light, right? Like this video. Share this video on all your platforms. Subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Hit that red button. And it also hit the bell notification so you're always notified whenever I upload content, because I upload content daily. You dig? But kind people, that's what they do. They want to lend a helping hand. You know, they want to, it's not that they're trying to get in your business. You know, sometimes it can come across that way. Like, why you asking me all these questions? Why are you all up in my biz? You know what I'm saying? That's my business, ain't yours. But it's just kind of, I've noticed that kind-hearted people tend to be curious, you know, because they want to know where they can help. They want to know how they can help and what area they can be most effective, right? And the last thing I want to talk about is, again, is the attitude, right? The type of attitude that's motivated. It's the kindness that's in you. It motivates you. It stirs you. It moves you. It pushes you. You dig? It pushes you. That kindness that's in you, right? In the way of helping others. That drive and that desire to help others, it motivates us. It motivates us to be the one to step up and fill in the gap. It motivates us to be the one that to ensure that things are being done, needs are being met. You know, we're not leaving it for someone else to take care of. We're not banking on someone else to step up to the plate and do the job because we saw it, right? We're the ones that saw it. We're the ones that recognized that there was help that was needed. We recognized that there was help that was needed, right? And in our service to one another and our desire to help because of our servant's heart, right? Because of our attitude of kindness, because that's what we're talking about, kindness. But right within that is this attitude that we want to be the one to make sure things get done. We don't want to leave it to no one else, because we want, if we leave it to someone else, now we're passing the buck. If we leave it to someone else, now we're not taking responsibility to make sure that this thing was done, right? And it was completed. But we're passing the buck, hoping somebody else will pick up the ball where we left it. No. A person that's motivated is going to make sure, they're going to ensure that things are set up properly, that your help is in place, that, everything that you need, that your needs are met. Even if that means I have to sacrifice, even if that means that I have to go without, even if that means that I have to take down or I have to rearrange my plans or what I was going to do or to make sure that the need is met. Right? We talk about helpfulness now. In lieu of how it lines up with kindness. You've got to be gentle. You got to have gentleness. And you've got to have helpfulness. You got to have a willing heart to be able to help. To meet the need. To have a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? To be curious about where your help can be most effective and best used. And have the attitude that's motivated to be the one. Don't let someone else finish what you started. You be the one to make sure that the need is met. You did? So I just want to come on real quick on this Thankful Thursday on this part 2 where we're talking about helpfulness and encourage you on this day in the bigger picture, which is kindness, being kind to one another, right? We've already covered being gentle, and now we've covered helpfulness, having that attitude to want to help, to meet the need, to see the work completed and done, right? A servant's heart and serving others, dealing with helpfulness. One love, this is your man, Levon. Yo, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you always know whenever I upload content, and to share this video on all your platforms with your family, friends, and everyone you know, because they may need to hear this content. You just don't know they need to hear it. So you to be the one to offer it. One love, your man Levon. I'm out. Please stay tuned for part 3 in this 4-part series. You dig? Because in the next series, we're going to be covering willingness. Willingness. Having a willing heart and a willing attitude, and having a willingness to be kind to one another. You dig? See you in the next video. One love, your man Levon. I'm out.